Hi everybody. I'm going to do another coronavirus reading because I'm really concerned about this rush to reopen the economy and places and things. I know some states are already doing it. Personally, I don't think it's a good idea, so we're going to ask the cards and see what they say and just see what we come up with. So let's get to the reading and to the cards. Let me lower this. Whoa, okay, that was too low. Okay. So I've set my intention with the 3 white candles representing body, mind, soul within yourself watching this reading, and Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost, the divinity, the Trinity rather, of the divine. I believe in the Trinity. I grew up Catholic, so I'm going to rely on that and my faith to get me through this reading. And regarding the coronavirus, last time I did the coronavirus with the Epic Terror, I believe I had a mild case of coronavirus, but I did recover at home. So, and again, if you've seen some of my previous readings, I do believe that the divine brought on the coronavirus as a tower moment for all of us to realign the universe. But you could check out my other readings regarding that. So, the deck has been shuffled and, divided. So I'm going to go ahead and start. Dear angels and divine, please allow the purest message to come through for those that are watching and to protect us and guide us through this reading with your divine love. Thank you. So, I would like to ask the coronavirus, first of all, how you feel about, okay, I was thinking the reopening of different areas of the country. Let's see. I have this upside down. So we have the 5 of Pentacles. Okay. So with the reopening of the country, it is going to take teamwork. So what I see in this card is that I see a phoenix rising in the hand of this knight, of this figure in this armor. To me, this is the coronavirus. And down here are these people that are figuring out how to make this work. This is the 5 of Pentacles. Often this card in the Rider-Waite is being left out in the cold. Okay? But here, I believe they're figuring out how to rise above. Like, they've had lack now. We've had a lot of sorrow, a lot of negativity. People have lost their jobs. People might lose their homes. You know, it's the whole 5 of Pentacles. But they are now having to work together to figure out how to come out of this. So they're looking at the map, they're reading something, or looking at a map or a newspaper, or just figuring out how other people have done it. They're using their wisdom, the light of the divine, their intuition also with these candles here. This one has a sword in the back, so she wants to find the truth of how to go about this. Because the people in the back here look like it's a figurine that's kind of frozen in time. It could be a spirit. Lives have been lost. So they have to do this carefully. So what I'm getting off this card is it can be done if people work together. And my battery's going dead. So I'm going to have to change the battery. Okay, and then the next two cards I got regarding this question is, I believe this is Phoenix. This is, I believe, the Ace of Cups. So we're going to need love. The United States and the country is going to need a lot of love for each other. And this makes perfect sense. 9 is, what is 9? It's not strength, is it? What's 9? I'm drawing a blank again. Oh, hurry before it runs out. Okay, 9 is the Hermit. So, this is the Hermit. This is us coming out. Right now, this is where we're at. So, in order to come out of this, we're going to need to work together to figure out a plan and use love. Okay, so we will ask more questions in a minute. Let me change my battery. Okay, so we already said how it feels about, getting back to work and reopening the country. The last one we were looking at before the battery went dead was the Hermit. Okay, this is where we're at right now. So everybody needs to work together. We need to use love. And I'm feeling, as I'm touching this card, love before greed. Okay, love for life, love for people. And then this card is for us to come out of hermit mode, or otherwise we're going to stay in hermit mode if we don't do this. Okay, so let me just make sure these are upright. Alright, so what else do we need to know? Asking the coronavirus about, should we come out of the stay-at-home orders? Let's see, the 4 of Swords. No, 4 of Wands. Okay, and if we do come out, we could have celebrations. Okay, and we will have learned things when we do come out. We will have learned that family matters, that your neighbors matter, that love matters, that the most important thing in life is love, family, having compassion for your neighbors, not just materialistic things. So that's what we'll learn. And that's what we'll celebrate with the 4 of Wands. Also, let's see, this is a Page of Pentacles. So everybody will either get a new job again, because it's just a page, not a king or a queen or a knight. So you might have to start over with work. If you have a company, backtrack a bit. Okay, so we're going to be at a page level when it comes to work. Not a knight, not a queen, not a king. We're going to have to start lower. Okay. What else? Well, I want to ask, I'm going to put this up here. I want to ask, that's if we come out of this lockdown. Okay? So it doesn't look too bad, as long as we do it right. I just want to see what else this Four of Wands means in the book, because I know it's about learning. I just want to see if there's any other messages. Wands, 4. Okay, this is talking about, it says here, it's easy to get addicted to constantly consuming material things, consuming material, you know, at restaurants, shopping, but creativity and ideas and projects bring so much more energy to life. So, you know, we know the Four of Wands in regular Rider-Waite Tarot is celebrations, you know, kind of like graduations, like us getting back into the world. But let's not forget all the creative things that we've learned to do at home that aren't so materialistic, that aren't so of a consumption matter of wanting more, going out more, going out to eat more, going out to shop more, going out to see more. You know, we're satisfied at home. We've learned to become satisfied. So I knew there was something else in that card. Now, I want to know, are we rushing too fast? Because that's what I worry about. I worry about that the government, and I understand, I do understand, is rushing, but is it out of greed? Is it out of material? Is it coming from materialistic foundations and not love, compassion, and groundedness? Is it from materialistic greed, the wanting more, the thing that this is saying for us not to do? Because we've learned in isolation that we can have fun at home. We can become creative, which is what the divine wants us to do. Okay, so coronavirus, are we rushing it? Is the United States rushing getting back to work? Okay, this is the Three of Wands. Okay. So, with the Three of Wands, we're at a point now where we have to decide. And with the Three of Wands, it's one wand more than the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands is a crossroads. We have to figure out, do we go this way? Do we stay at home? Or do we go that way? Do we move on and open up the country again? But the Three of Wands in this card is telling us that we have to really, really take our time and think, because we have other people's opinions. Okay, so they're looking at the books, how, like the governors are talking about, they're looking at, they're listening to the doctors, they're listening to the science, and these people are in no rush. They are taking their time. So I think the answer is, you know, usually the guy's standing there looking at the ships coming in. Well, these people are not standing anywhere. They are relaxing and they are taking their time. So maybe we are going a bit too quick. Let me get another card. Again, can you explain a little bit more regarding the Three of Wands, and are we moving too quickly to open up the country again? Another three. Three of Pentacles. Again, we have to do more work. We have two threes, we have a four, and we have a five. We have to do more work. Three of Pentacles. That's the guy in the right, or no, that's the Four of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles is asking for more help. We need to perfect, what this is telling me is we need to really perfect the science and listen to the doctors. Perfect the science. Like this is manifesting the science. Listening to the doctors and the experts in the field. The knowledge, the people working hard, and the experts in the field. I'm going to look on this card before we reopen. So again, taking time, not to hurry this. Let me look in the deck here. Three of Wands. They're looking, this talks about looking at the books. All the books are out. They're looking at all the books, all the graphs, all the books. You will not know how things will turn out until the end. So you're moving through the pages. All the books are available to help you decide to make a choice. Alright, so they are looking at the science, but again, because this virus is so unpredictable and so new, that they may not know. It's going to be a turn of the wheel, basically. The Three of Pentacles, let's see what that, if that brings out anything. I like to look sometimes at the books because it pops out things to me. Okay, so this, like I said, Three of Pentacles is working together. You know, the guy perfecting his skill in the right away. But in this deck, this is talking about, again, working together, but collecting, increasing our resources. So we definitely have to have more testing. And if people do get sick, we got to have this, health care in these hospitals and everything in order. We need to have focus to sustain the energy of life. Okay, so we can't rush. This has to be a really important decision. So they're still saying, don't rush. Okay, that's what I say. Okay. Let's ask two outcome questions. If, let's say, we don't rush coronavirus, if we don't rush, what will the outcome be? If we don't rush and we play our cards right, and no pun intended, what will the outcome be for the United States? Let's just focus on the United States. That's where I'm at. If we don't, I'm getting chills too while I'm doing this. 60. Oh jeez. So what did I say? I say if we don't rush. Okay. If we don't rush, it's saying This is the Tower. And it says nature is a vacuum. And before you fall in love with your worldview, maybe to open up early, destroy it, or it will be done for you. So what I'm getting right now, and I'm feeling kind of ill, honestly. What I'm feeling, so I asked, what if we take our time? So I think this is a warning that if we don't take our time, they're going to pause us because they're going to make a tower moment happen again. And now my chest is feeling heavy. Oh gosh, I forgot to relight my candles. Let's do that. And then I'm also, before this reading is out, I'm going to pray, and I'm going to light dragon's blood incense, and I'll talk about that in a minute. Okay. Alright. So, that's a warning that we better take our time. Okay. If we don't take our time, what will happen? If we don't take our time. Oh. Okay. If we don't take our time, okay, this makes sense again. Justice will be served. And the justice could be, they'll give us a tower moment. This is the guardian of order. If we don't take our time because we didn't do it in the proper order, then justice is going to come in. Justice guards the laws of the universe. Her actions are based mainly on what you put on the scales. Your actions carry consequences. Okay, so if we rush, our actions are going to carry consequences. This is the justice card. The universe will serve justice. And the justice could be, because if we don't go slow, they're going to cause it's another tower moment. Now we have the King of Swords here. He was under the justice. Let me see what he is. No, he's a unicorn. He is the page again. Okay, the page, this unicorn here, this talks about pure energy of life can restore, the pure energy of life can restore us to life. All right, turning to the divine and away from our pain, we can connect and receive healing, so that we can act from a place of wholeness. Okay, so this is like really interesting. And the the Page of Swords is a page again, is about truth. So we're going to have to, if this happens, if we go too fast, we are going to have to turn to the divine. Again, it says, turning to the divine and away from our pain, we can connect and receive healing. And that's why I'm going to light this other incense, so that everybody who is watching this reading will and be safe from the virus. That's what our intentions will be. Is there any other message that you would like to give the collective regarding this? Okay. Okay. We have the moon. We need to self-reflect. Okay? This is her. We need to look at this is the moon, but we need to look at ourselves in the mirror. This whole isolation time, the whole thing happened from the divine giving us a tower moment to put a pause on the world so that we could self-reflect and rethink of how we are all living our lives. And when we come out of this, hopefully we can come out with more compassion, love, kindness for ourselves and our neighbors. Four of Cups. Okay? Don't be in the space of lack, the space of self-pity. Okay? See the blessings in the world. Understand that everything is for a reason, even though it doesn't make sense right now. But receive your blessings. Okay? The blessing is right here. It's right above you. Okay? With love, we can heal. We can heal together. Okay? A lot of people are going to have sorrow. A lot of people are going to have depression. It's only natural. But let's try to heal and see blessings where we can. There is also the Magician. Okay? If you see behind him, he's going to lead the way. There is a lion. We're going to need strength. And there is a deer. The deer to me is spiritual. It has many meanings, but to me it means that God is watching. God has your back. So this number one is the Magician. He will help lead. And we all have, this is also telling us that we have the Magician in us. We have all the tools that we need. As you're in isolation, you will realize that really, other than going for groceries, and yes, you know, we miss going out, we miss going to, we're like, I wish I could go to the mall. I wish I can go out to eat at my favorite place. Besides wishing that we could do those things, going to the movies and all that, we really have everything we need at home. Other than ordering groceries, putting gas in the car to go to the grocery store. We have a lot that we need at home. Okay, everything else is things that we want. But the Magician has everything he needs to create. And hopefully you're realizing that at home. You have what you need. And then this is I have so much in my brain. But sorry, I keep looking. The wheel. The wheel of fortune is turning. We have choices to make. Wheel to me is not about destiny, it's about fate, it's about luck. So we can make our own luck depending on how we want to go on this wheel. Let's see what it says in here. Circumstances may seem to change, but unless you change, everything might remain the same. Wandering off in all directions without experiencing and learning will only be a distraction and will lead, to me, this is leading you into a dark hole. Meaning sadness, despair, people passing, just darkness. That's what I get from that card. So I believe we are going too fast. As I said in my other readings regarding the coronavirus, I don't think we will peak till, and it could just be for Illinois, till around June 20th, peaking. New York possibly has already peaked, okay? But I think it's just going to flow throughout the United States where everybody has their peaks. And like, I don't know who it was on the news, but they were like, God bless Florida. Just God bless Florida for opening up the beaches, everything. So I'm gonna light, this is called Dragon's Blood. Okay, this is the incense. And I want to make sure that it's lit. Oh yeah, it's lit. It's lit. Alright. I pulled it up on my phone. Okay. Oops. Where is it? Hang on a minute, people. I just want to get what it says here. But it's about purifying dragons. Okay. Come on. Of course. Alright. Here it is. Healing properties. It's very powerful. It symbolizes power, protection, healing, and fire. Is it still going? I don't even know. Can you guys see this? It's right here. I know, I'm probably gonna friggin' burn the house down. We want to make sure this baby's lit. Is it lit? As you watch me burn things. Okay. I think it's smoking. No, it's okay. 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 Come on. I don't know. Do you see my phone? Let's see. It's a protective antioxidant and anti-inflammatory. It helps to protect cells and reduce redness and swelling. It's definitely for protection, strength, power. It's a sage goddess. And it's a cleansing incense. So we are cleansing the table. We are cleansing this reading. I am actually going to put the candles on top of the cards. Okay, it's not hot on the bottom. Okay, and this is selenite, I believe. This is a cleanser itself. So is this. Alright, so if you ever get these crystals, you don't have to cleanse them with the sun or anything. They are self-cleansing. And I am going to cleanse this reading and cleanse for protection myself, my subscribers, anyone watching this video. We have the dragon incense going for protection. I want to light that thing again. I'm gonna get smoking. I've had them for a while. I can see it's smoking now. And I also have my angel stones. And these are very powerful. So I will place them. I smell it smells like, well, I'm smelling the incense. I don't know if it's that, because I've never lit those before. But I'm smelling the smell that I smell at Easter in church when they go around with that thing that they shake at the Easter Mass. That's what I'm smelling. So I'm just going to say a prayer. I'm going to say the Our Father myself. You could say a prayer to yourself before I shut this reading down. I just want to make sure that we're all protected, we're all cleansed, and we all have the divine love. So I don't know what you missed, but I was just praying. So I'm going to let this resonate on here for a bit to have it fully cleansed. And I wish everybody the best. I bless everybody, you and your immediate family, and who's watching this video. And I hope that I can send you healing energy, and you please send it back to me, and keep us all safe from this virus. And we'll just see what happens. All right? Thank you. Bye-bye.